The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Back to throw, Purdy. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
In motion, the tight end. They'll run for it. McCaffrey.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Are things looking much rosier for them here in week 2? They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Second and 1 from the 2.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk,
his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On first down, it's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. His throw incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. Niners continue to pull away here in this first half. Now Moody for the PAT. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
20. Flop. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. An extra point try now for Moody. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Locke to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Ethan Evans on now to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 20. Shedding the tackle. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Now on first down, it's Purdy. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Play action. Now Purdy. They'll roll him out right. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. A final shot before half for Locke. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. A final shot before break. Locke. And this is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19. He should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. There he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Steps away. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So it makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Second down. Here's Davis Price. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Watson off play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Desmond King making the tackle.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down. And now a fake on a jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out, and as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Eluding the pressure right.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running.
Touchdown! A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
Still fighting. Pass midfield. Jamal Agnew.
And he gets this all the way down to the 20. What a return. Almost broke it for 6.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down. Here's Watson. Out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now Watson. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. To the air yet again, Watson. Flushed out right.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Ayuk from 4 yards out. And the Rams are able to at least get one score back.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And just shutting him off there. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Purdy off the play fake. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Now, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he'll be out right at the 35. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Deep ball for Goodwin.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
They go play action here. Purdy
connects with Kittle underneath. Gets by him at the 25. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Here's Purdy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Niners add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. On 1st and 10, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson now to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Down the right sideline. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 21 yards away. And the 49ers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he returns this to the 22. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy. And now here's another interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down on the play by Kobe Turner. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
This has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth-quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
A quick throw completed by Purdy.
So nothing doing there, and that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
McCaffrey. Sidestepping his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Steps away to his left. That's caught, and this is caught. So they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second down, and again, it's Davis Price. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling.
And now off to the races down the right side. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. One last throw here for Watson. And it's incomplete. It's an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome. And this one's over. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for the Niners, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup.